Bulldogs in Central Arkansas. 1037 The Buzz.
Arkansas, an outdoor paradise. People travel hundreds of miles to enjoy what, well, some of us take for granted. We are called the natural state without reason, with an abundance of rivers, lakes, and streams loaded with adventure. Scenic views that will take your breath away. Biking trails and back roads just begging to be discovered. Sit back and relax as Ray Tucker and longtime journalist Brian Hendricks explore our magnificent state with this week's edition of Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Brought to you by Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Wow, we got a studio full of folks tonight. Can everybody hear me? Here's our deal, folks. I've explained this before. We have about less than a minute and a half from the time Randy signs off until we start, and so people have to come in the studio and get everybody geared up, saddled up, as I call it. And so we are delighted to have everybody in studio with us tonight. Dr. Hayden Franks, who is an avid outdoorsman, will join us a little bit later on in this show. And we started a series 3 or 4 weeks ago where we have 52 wonderful state parks, and we wanted to feature as many as we could between now and the first of the year. I know this winter time's a good time to be at state parks and great views and the mountains and all that good stuff. But anyway, part of Parks and Tourism, you guys know the official title, but War Memorial Stadium, which I call the Grand Old Lady. I've been going there since I was about 10 years old. Don't ask me how old I am now. I'm not telling you. Age is just a number, and mine's unlisted. We've got Superintendent John Latch, Mark Pike, and John Light, whom I've known forever. And so, you guys, how did that come about? War Memorial Stadium being like basically a state park.
Yeah. So in 2017, Asa Hutchinson moved War Memorial Stadium over under Arkansas State Parks, and I was working for Arkansas State Parks at the time over in East Arkansas at Mississippi River State Park, and applied for the job to be the assistant stadium manager. Luckily enough for me, Mark at the time was working maintenance for War Memorial Stadium, and that was back in 2017. Fast forward now to 2025, and I am now the stadium manager, and Mark's moved up through the ranks from maintenance up to assistant stadium manager. And then we have John Light join us today as well. He is the maintenance coordinator for War Memorial Stadium.
Do this for some of maybe our listeners who are not familiar with War Memorial Stadium and have recently moved to Arkansas. A little history on the stadium, the Grand Old Lady.
Sure. So the stadium was built in 1948. It was built in respect and honor of war veterans. So after World War II, the state got together and decided to build War Memorial Stadium as an honor and tribute to veterans, and then also to host Arkansas Razorback games. So the first event at War Memorial Stadium was in 1948. After they finished construction, it was Arkansas versus Abilene Christian, in which I don't know the score of the game, but Arkansas did win the game. So I guess that's all that really matters on that first game.
I think my first game there, I was 10 or 11 years old, and we were up in Helena, and we had Pee Wee football teams. And so we had Arkansas Razorbacks, Ole Miss Rebels, Tennessee Volunteers, and Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I happened to play for the Razorbacks. And somebody just tuned in. You did what? No. Coach Broyle sent us tickets, and so we came to the game. And I think first time in Razorback history, probably the only time, there were 2 kickoffs returned by Arkansas for over 100 yards, Jim Moody and Dr. Billy Kaiser from down in the Camden area. Wow. And so back then when the game was over, you could run down. Kids could run on the field and get a chin strap from one of your star players or your favorite players. Right. Things have changed a little bit. So for those who kind of grapple with the fact, how can this be a state park? A little explanation, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. So it makes sense being under the Arkansas Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism. There is a lot of heritage and culture associated with the stadium in Central Arkansas and all the history associated with the stadium. It is kind of odd that calling it a state park and being under the state parks, but it really does fit, Ray. Coming from State Park in East Arkansas, Mississippi River State Park, and then moving to War Memorial Stadium. It's culturally significant to Central Arkansans, and it's not too much different than running a state park. I mean, there's a lot of things obviously that are different, but as far as being there for Arkansans to enjoy, it fits that mold.
It's probably stupid. You all have tours of War Memorial?
We do occasionally. Our department within us, the Department of Heritage, they host tours for the stadium about once a year. Sandwiching History Tours is one of them, and they'll bring folks out and they invite people to come in and we walk them around the stadium, show them the locker rooms and the field and different things like that.
Do you play sounds of people calling the hogs when they come out there?
if they request it, or if we have to do it ourselves, we'll do it. So
I'm just coming up with different ideas for you.
No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I did a preseason special years ago when I was at Channel 11. I had a little girl sitting down on the field with me, and it was based around the Three Little Pigs. And we got talking about it, and all of a sudden here came the sound of the hogs. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there.
And along with that, we also host, different events and small events and birthday parties. And my first memory of War Memorial Stadium was actually at a birthday party in the early 90s. And just being in that locker room and looking at the names above those lockers of big-time Razorbacks at that time, and then walking down that ramp and being on the field. At 7 years old, you feel like you're an actual Razorback. You feel like you're one of the players. And it's just, I feel like, when people come to visit the stadium, when they walk down the ramp, when they get on the field, they have that same feeling.
So how do people book these tours?
So they can go on to our website, wmstadium.com. There's an email address there. You can send an email requesting a birthday party, or you can just simply call the office. Do you have the office number? Do you know?
Nobody knows numbers anymore.
I can look it up, yeah.
All right, I'm trying to make sure we got all the microphones on here. So, Mark.
Yes, sir.
You work as far as maintenance and all of that.
So I'm the assistant stadium manager, so I'm over the maintenance.
All right, let's do this. I don't know why that mic.
Not working. Hear me now?
There you go. Always have that problem. I can't hear it, but Brian always says it comes through. So what does it take to maintain War Memorial?
Well, as you know, it was built in 1948, so there's a lot to maintain. Total concrete structure, so there's a lot of things that break, but we have the best maintenance team around with John Light leading the team, and I'd say that we're doing a pretty good job, but yeah, we do good.
What does it take ready to get for this game against Arkansas State, first game there?
It takes a lot. I think we've been planning for this one for 3 years now. We started getting calls 3 years ago about this game, people trying to buy tickets. We're like, you maybe need to wait a couple years.
Yeah.
They're not quite on sale yet, but
that's right.
No, it takes a lot, but we're ready for it, and we've been planning for years and years, and we're ready for this one. We know it's going to be a big one.
A lot of power washing, a lot of painting.
I have to ask this question, okay? I mean, we've had issues before, running out of ice, running out of water, all that. I mean, y'all have heard all those nightmares.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So the stadium was built in 1948, and there's a lot of things that we're working with through the stadium to try to bring it up to standards. This year we replaced the pressure regulator and the RPZ valve. That cost the stadium about $50,000. But these are upgrades that need to happen in order to continue the stadium through the future. And with an old facility like that, it's things that happen. Unfortunately, we host a lot of high school games, a lot of other events throughout the year. Nothing as big as a Razorback game. So a bunch of these problems occur during a Razorback game. So, but we're getting there. We're upgrading it, and thanks to Arkansas State Parks, and the funding with it, then we can, it helps us continue to the future.
All right, man, we'll continue this conversation. I've got to ask about tickets for Arkansas State when we come back. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's a tough time, injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
July is Shark Month at Gwatney Buick GMC. So if your ride is underwater, we're ready to take a bite out of your current payment. Sink your teeth in the Sierra 1500 with up to $12,000 off MSRP.
You're going to need a bigger truck.
Chalk $10,000 off MSRP on Sierra 2500 HD. It's a feeding frenzy with Encore GX at just 0.9% and Terrain at $279 a month. Take the bait on Buick and Vista starting under $26,000.
So if you're on the hook for a big payment, let us take a bite out of it.
The most jawsome sale of the year. Don't be a hammerhead. Get to Shark Month at Gwatney Buick GMC. Taking a bite out of your current payment. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Gwatney Buick GMC.com. GMC. We are professional grade. Some vehicles require qualifying trade-in. All offers with approved credit. Stock numbers 31316, 31021, 31411. Terrain or low mileage leases.
When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, be sure to make W's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in central Arkansas, they're easy to find. Headed to the lake or just taking in the beauty of Arkansas? Stop in at your nearest W's location. Their double blend of coffee is always hot and fresh. Snacks, W's has them. Want more than a snack? Many W's have hot delis. And don't forget the hot breakfast sandwiches. W's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
Hi, my name is Nita Freeman, and I'm the marketing director for Genesis of Conway. In our new store that opened in November, we have been a partner with the Buzz from the very beginning. We love all the packages that we get from them. They are helping us promote our big golf tournament, the Genesis of Conway Central Arkansas Open. Robert Davidson is awesome, is a great partner. He is willing to go above and beyond to do whatever we need to make our partnership successful.
For more information on advertising, call me, Robert Davidson, 501-744-1279.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Genwealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. I think I got all the microphones on. Brian Hendricks joins us now. How are you, B?
If I were any better, I'd be twins.
Yeah, well, both of you didn't get here.
No, both of us were a little late today. Sorry about that.
All right, vision with the folks, whether you know it or not. War Memorial Stadium falls under the division of Arkansas State Parks. There's a huge game coming up against Arkansas State. Yeah, you're going outdoors. Yeah, well, we're featuring state parks until the end of the year.
It is an outdoor stadium.
That is. That's correct.
You know what? I did an Arkansas-Texas game one time. That equates to catching the big fish, right?
That's right.
Arkansas won it 17-14.
That's right.
And that was in 1979. Were you guys born in 79?
Not quite.
Yeah.
John Light. Yeah.
John
Light.
I wasn't asking him. John Latch is the superintendent of War Memorial Stadium. During the break, we talked about a few things here. First of all, let's talk about tickets for the ASU game.
Yes, sir. Not many tickets left as of today. I know Mark was looking online, and there's very few left. So if you've been thinking about coming to the Arkansas State game, historical matchup, now's the time to get your tickets. We're expecting a sellout soon. So go to wmstadium.com, and the first link there at the very top of the page, you can click on that and go to the University of Arkansas ticket website and purchase your tickets there. But not many left, so please be sure to do that soon.
Give that address one more time, please.
wmstadium.com.
All right, traffic patterns we wanted to touch on.
Yes. So be sure, we're expecting a sellout for this game. So if you're coming to tailgate, we're expecting this to be a big tailgate. We're expecting to fill up the old golf course there at the War Memorial Golf Course. And so this is going to be the biggest party in Central Arkansas on September 6th. And if anyone knows about War Memorial tailgating, it's big. Be sure to come early. Be sure if you're getting general parking, general parking opens at 6 a.m., so try to be there as early as you can. We advise people to take University to Markham, and that's the best way to get into the golf course. And so that's what you want to do as far as the traffic pattern for general parking. If you have a reserved scholarship parking space, then we will be sending out a traffic pattern map for you to get to your reserved parking spot on Facebook and through just on Facebook and through our website.
Right. It's $25 day up.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, $25 for general.
So you don't have to have a reserve spot. You just come day of the game, $25 and get in.
$25 and get in, but be sure to come in early. Like I said, as soon as they fill up, and then we close the golf course, and that's all the general parking for the stadium. So at that point, you're kind of left to go find your own spot after that.
All right. So are there guidelines for how much space you get? Can you get more than one space?
You get your vehicle spot, and then we leave you enough room. Our parkers leave you enough room for a little 10 by 10 tent to put up behind you.
Now is that marked off with chalk or anything?
No, sir. They're just gonna bring you in next to the next vehicle.
All right. We got tickets, traffic, tailgating,
and be prepared. The stadium holds 54,000 people. And on the golf course, you could expect close to 100,000.
What?
Yeah. So
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I've gone there before and didn't go to the game.
Like I said, it's the biggest party in Arkansas. So just be aware that Markham and University, these are 2-lane roads. Fair Park, it's 1 lane turned to 2 lane. So there's going to be a little bit of traffic. So just be aware. The sooner you come, the better off. The quicker you will get a spot.
6 a.m. I mean, come at 6 a.m. There'll be people lined up at 6 a.m.
Yes, sir.
ready
That's
to get
correct.
in.
Yes.
For anybody that has never attended a big game at War Memorial Stadium, I don't know that there's a better venue. I have a couple of things come to mind. I was in the end zone when Teddy Barnes goes up and makes that catch against Texas A&M when they were ranked number 2 in 1975. So that was a big moment.
What was the score? 31-10? 31 what?
They whooped it. it was good. And then there was another one that really stands out in my mind, the 85 game against Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
When the crowd got so loud that Cody Carlson, Baylor's quarterback, had to back off and call timeout just for the noise. And the game was over at that point. It was you could just feel it.
That's right. Well, the Miracle on Markham was one of the first big games I remember, and I wasn't even at the stadium. We were living over off Echo Valley there in West Little Rock and watching the game on TV, and half the people had already left the stadium at that time when the Razorbacks won. And my dad said, go on the back deck and see if you can hear them. Sure enough, we were on the back deck over there off of Cantrell. You could hear the people from the stadium back on that first Miracle on Markham. I think it was only half full at that time.
Then there was the '87 game against Miami, and I never heard 54,000 people so quiet in all my life.
We don't want to talk about that.
You know, Jimmy Johnson was their coach, and when I was working in Tulsa in television, I did Jimmy's TV show and did the play-by-play for Oklahoma State's TV games. And so I went out to see Jimmy on Friday for the walk-around, and I had never seen him that serious in my life. And I went back to the station, and I said, "We're in trouble." They said, "What's that?" I said, "I've never seen Jimmy like that." And they beat us, 51 to what?
58-14, I think it was.
Oh, no.
No, whatever it was. Why did we bring that up?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about
Did I
those
bring
guys.
that up? All right, we're coming up on a break shortly. John Light, you stay right where you are. We're going to talk a little fishing with you, and then Hayden Franks, Dr. Franks is going to join us, talk about some of his great hunting trips and about the steak World Championship steak cooking contest. Is that coming up, Hayden?
That's in May.
That's in May. Well, we're still going to talk about it anyway. All right. All right, we're going to take a break here on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors, coming to you live from our Honda of North Little Rock studios. Stay with us. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
This is Anthony Lucas, here to tell you about my favorite spot in Little Rock, Corky's. Sure, Corky's may look all ribs and barbecue on the outside, but did you know Corky's was also nominated for Central Arkansas's best catfish? And don't get me started on their chicken, shrimp, and nachos.
Those Big Joe burgers, Anthony.
Big Joe, when did you get here?
You really stealing my thunder, Anthony. Corky's is my place.
No way you love Corky's like me, Joe.
Talk to me when you have your own menu item, Lucas.
Corky's ribs and barbecue.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agent Angie Collins in Heber Springs, Michelle Herring in Whitehall, or Jonathan Stone in Lone Oak today.
Join Roger and Baz Thursday morning, taking Morning Mayhem to Bath Fitter, where you can get 0 payments and 0 interest for 12 months. No gimmicks, just real savings. Find out more at BathFitterLittleRock.com.
Fellas, Low T Center's been improving the quality of hundreds of thousands of men's lives across the country with personalized care. You know all about that. Now, women can enjoy the same life-changing, medically guided hormone therapy at Low T Center. Just imagine how great you'll both feel. Visit FixMyLowT.com for more information and to schedule an appointment.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. We'll take a little pause here and talk with Neil Atkinson at Saracen Casino Resort down in Pine Bluff. Neil, you're always busy, but not quite like when the football season gets here.
Yeah, this is the calm before the storm, except in the backgrounds we're going to be doing a little hardware upgrade to get ready for the season and then a software upgrade over the next week. So going to do something Thursday morning and then next Tuesday morning, but that's good news for the players because that means we're going to have a lot more content that we had last year, especially for the NFL. We are now an official data provider for the NFL. Actually got the contract back today signed, so that one is inked out. And it's hard to believe we're just 12 days away from the first college football game when Iowa State plays Kansas State over in Ireland at 11 o'clock on the 23rd, just 12 days away. And, of course, just 19 days away till the Hogs take the field against Alabama A&M.
You got what was I going to? Any prop bets? No specials going on right now. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of the futures right now are very, very popular. Not just in the NCAA and the Arkansas specials that we have up, but also in the NFL, especially the NFL. Now that some people have seen some of the new players on the field and seeing how they're doing. And prop bets are starting to heat up on both on football all the way around. Then, of course, here we are in the pennant races for Major League Baseball. Trade deadline's over with. Everybody's getting their position for the playoffs. And let's see how that goes. And it's going to be an exciting couple of months with football and heading towards the postseason in baseball.
Neil, appreciate you as always, and have a good rest of the week, okay?
All right, everybody. Good luck on all your parlays. Download the app and check out the welcome specials.
And download the app, betsaracen.com.
And we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We're talking a little late summer football. September 6th, War Memorial Stadium. Be about 118 degrees. And we got Dr. Hayden Franks, one of our favorite dermatologists,
Yeah, thank you.
To talk about skincare while you're watching the Razorbacks.
All right, John Light, you're the fisherman out of this group here. You've been wearing them out somewhere.
On the Arkansas River. It's hot right now.
Get right up on your microphone, John.
It's hot right now on
okay,
the river.
You're good. Okay.
So
that's all you can tell me.
Well,
you've never been short on words, guy.
I fish with George Cochran down there, and pretty much if I say too much, it's gonna come back to haunt me. But basically, anywhere down on the Arkansas River, if you find any kind of eddy water, you can catch them. Catch them good.
And George Cochran has a cleanup on Labor Day, is it?
It's the
weekend?
last Saturday in August.
Yeah,
and
okay.
We host Balmita cleanup out of my cabin there. We do a fish fry, and everybody has a big time.
We've done a lot of damage over the year cleaning that place up.
Yeah, it's just walking through the metro there and picking up trash that people throw out their windows or whatever. So.
Is there a reason they call you the Snake Man?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, I've seen a few down there.
I think the hogs took care of most of them,
You
though.
that has been going on now for, 13, 15 years, something like that?
I think this is our 15th season to do it.
And I know that the first couple of years, there was a lot of stuff that came out of their refrigerators and, whatnot.
Yeah.
It seems like y'all have gotten most of that out.
Yeah, and now it's just, a few beer cans here and there. But basically we go down Long Bell Road. We go over to Lower Valure and Upper Valure. And we got different groups that go out of different areas and basically just pick up trash.
They've paved that road down there now, haven't they?
Yeah, right. Actually, it's in really good shape. George was bragging about it this weekend. We were down there doing some prep work for duck season, and it was, he goes, I've never seen this road this good. I was like, well, they graded it.
Well, if you like eating dust, it's real good, I tell you that.
You were talking about snakes there. I guess it was the second or third year, and I stayed down there with him, and we took a walk in the morning. You know, he likes to take a big, long walk.
Oh, yeah.
And those ditches were full, and they had water in them, not a whole lot, but there were just endless snakes eating tadpoles all the way up and down that thing. And, you know, I was thinking, well, heaven help anybody that goes walking out through that, because I don't know if they were cottonmouths or water snakes, but they were there, and they were active.
Yeah.
You think the General Larry Nixon's going to be with us this time?
Oh, yeah. Larry will be there. He was there last weekend with us getting ready for it. So one of George's best stories is he got invited to go up to Brian's uncle's cabin, which is right next to my cabin. And it was a little old cabin there, and so they invited him to come up to eat dinner. And they unfolded a cot for him to sit on. It had a big cottonmouth laying in that cot.
Yeah.
George said, dinner's over.
That's,
he was out of there.
That's one of the great stories. You know, it's that thing, that cabin's very small. It's got a real low roof on it.
Right.
And I was hunting with them. This would have been the 78 season, I think it was. I remember it because we had this little bitty black and white TV in there. And we were watching Clemson versus Ohio State. And that was the game where Woody Hayes punched out Danny Bowman and got lost his job. So my uncle Earl was he was ready to go through the TV and strangle Woody Hayes. But we had kind of a slow hunt, and they're fixing dinner, and I'm up on the top bunk, and you could just reach up. It's right there, you know, and hit the ceiling. It was a tin roof, and I'd reach up and, you know, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Wow, it sounds like they're really having a shoot over there at that field. And they'd look out the window, and then they'd go back to cooking, and I'd do it again. And finally, hey, we got to get the waiters on it. And they got
So what kind of shape's Biomeda in, John?
It's dry right now.
Get up to your microphone.
It's dry right now. It was a wet spring. We were planting millet. We had to wait till actually last weekend to do the lower end of one of our fields because it was still wet. And it backs right up to Biomeda, so it was still wet out there just 2 weeks ago.
When you talk about the cleanup, do y'all much go out into the woods anymore?
Most of them don't. They just do the roadside, and usually Game and Fish will mow that down to where you're not wading in weeds and worried about ticks and chiggers and all that. So they keep it pretty well groomed, and it's groomed right now. So
in the early days of the cleanup, I've always wondered how many boxes of ammo did y'all find stashed away under trees?
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff?
We never did that. There's no hollow logs out there that had any light ammo in them, or George Cochran or Larry Nixon ammo in them for sure.
No, I'm sure they didn't go anywhere near their holes.
Yeah, well, they've increased the limit of shells now to 25 to kill 4 ducks.
Right.
So, you know.
Right. Which means that the people that leave that, they probably go out with half a case and leave them out there.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's a great place. Anybody that's never been to Biomeda, especially this time of year, to go out there squirrel hunting in the middle of August like George likes to do, you talk about, I don't know why somebody would do that, but he does it.
Oh, yeah. And he'll walk 5 miles to go do it.
Yeah.
Him and Larry.
So what's wrong with that?
Well, it's
they're into it. They shoot those 22s
with silencers on
them, and they get a big kick out of it. And then we have a big, dinner with squirrels every year, and so.
So there's a big squirrel cook-off coming up in northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, that's I forget the date of it, Ray, but there's the big squirrel cook-off at the John and John L. Hunt. I think he's got about a 40-word name. Northwest Arkansas Game and Fish Commission Nature Center. But that'll be up there, and that's always a real neat deal. I'll look up the dates of that, after the break and come back to it.
All right, and so the big deal in Jasper, no, that's the
Elk Festival.
The Elk Festival. When is that?
That's
Jasper.
come and gone.
That's
I already missed it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I can't believe I didn't plan on going this year, but maybe not.
Well, all I can tell you is I didn't draw an elk tag again.
What?
Yeah, I figured this year was my year. I went and bought a lottery ticket. Didn't win anything with that either. Didn't draw an elk tag. Didn't draw anything in Oklahoma. I'm just not going anywhere this year.
Well, you can come down and hunt with us.
I'll do that.
the other, John Latch, anything you need to get in real quick about the stadium and the game?
No, we're just really excited about this year and the Razorback game, and we want all of Central Arkansans to come out and support the Razorbacks, support Arkansas State, support War Memorial Stadium. Whether you're calling the Hogs or what do you do with the Wolves? Howling the Wolves? Howling the Wolves. This is going to be the biggest party in Central Arkansas. We want you to come out. September 6th. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, skip opening season of Dove season.
Yeah, that's right.
And come out, support the Hogs.
That's right.
Go to the 7th.
That's another story involving Brian and Cochran.
Yeah, we do need to revisit that one. That's one of the great stories of all time.
Yeah.
But there were some things we'll have to leave out. But
anyway, guys, appreciate y'all coming in.
Thank you for having us.
I know some folks listening going, "That's not an outdoor show." Well, it is. Sometimes you got to bend things a little bit, and you all are associated with State Park. Keep up the good work, and appreciate you guys coming in.
Thanks, Ray.
Appreciate you.
We'll take a pause. Dr. Hayden Franks joins us, and we'll talk more about the outdoors in a moment. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts. And much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, be sure to make W's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in Central Arkansas, they're easy to find. Headed to the lake or just taking in the beauty of Arkansas? Stop in at your nearest W's location. Their double blend of coffee is always hot and fresh. Snacks, W's has them. Want more than a snack? Many W's have hot delis. And don't forget the hot breakfast sandwiches. W's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts. And much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
The Arkansas Poultry Federation presents Wingstock 2024 on Saturday, August 10th from noon to 3 at Simmons Bank Arena. Indulge in all-you-can-eat chicken wings featured by local restaurants and vendors who will be dishing up their best wing to compete for the People's Choice Award and the coveted Golden Wing Award. Plus, a variety of domestic and craft beers available for purchase. Tickets on sale now at the Arena box office or Ticketmaster.com. Brought to you in part by KARK4, Fox 16, and 103.7 The Buzz.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Millar golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Roger Scott here, and I don't have to tell you it's hot outside, do I? You can figure that out for yourself when you touch your steering wheel in the afternoon. But if you're looking to beat the heat, make your next stop Family Market stores. With your Family Market rewards card, you get 5 cents off a gallon when you grab a large fountain drink, tea, or lemonade, or 5 cents off with a large community coffee in the morning. Save inside, save outside. Family Market stores in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and Hot Springs. And if there's not a Family Market store in your neighborhood yet, you just wait. One's coming.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we are back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We've been talking all kinds of stuff tonight, a little different show. We've been talking Biometa cleanup, been talking outdoor football, which we love.
Yes, we do.
Razorbacks and ASU football, and now we're visiting with Dr. Hayden Franks, our favorite dermatologist. And, we're this is still a time of the year when you got to, I guess you always have to be mindful of skincare when you're out there.
Absolutely. A lot of sun this time of year. We live in a great state. We can be out year-round, but especially in the summertime, the sun's just really intense, almost too hot to be out right now. But yes, it's always a good time to wear your sunscreen.
So one thing that you can do here at the end of the month is go to the Arkansas Game and Fish Foundation Arkansas Outdoor Hall of Fame induction banquet. We've got some great people going in there this year.
Well, that's a heck of a segue.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for bringing up though the banquet, because that's our biggest fundraiser of the year for the Arkansas Game and Fish Foundation, and this is our 44th year, and our sole mission is to support the Game and Fish Commission, and we've got 140 tables sold already, 150 tables available, so there's just 10 tables left. So if you want to come out, that's on August the 23rd, about 6 o'clock, and it's really a great fundraiser because you can wear your blue jeans. Kids are not only welcome, but they're invited, and this is going to be our next generation of hunters and fishermen and conservationists for our great state. So bring your family, and then the number of items and the variety of items we have on the auction are just phenomenal. Everything from hunts all over the world, fishing trips all over the world, jewelry from Sissy's Log Cabin, Botox for a year from Frank's Dermatology, and it's a really fun event. Catfish will be served by John 3:16, and that's always a big hit. And yes, we've got some great people we're inducting into our Hall of Fame this year.
Is that at the State House Convention Center again?
It is, Ray.
It is a cool event. I've covered it, I guess, for 20 years, and just the quality of people that have gone in that. But you're talking about the silent auction, which you can get on now online anywhere in the world. Register a credit card with them. They will give you a bid number, and you have full access to everything in that auction list. And I was looking at it the other night, and I was chomping at the bit. There's a lot of cool things in there this year.
Must be a couple hundred items we've got in the silent auction, and that's already live, as you mentioned, Brian, and so you can go on to the agff.org website, and it's very, very simple. I'm kind of IT challenged, my wife says, but even I was able to figure it out, and you go on there, and if you have a special item that you want to watch, you just click watch, and then you know what that bid is at over these next 12 days or so, and it will end at the end of the night on the 23rd when the auction is over and the induction ceremony is over. But we've already raised quite a bit of money. There's a lot of bids in already, but like you said, a couple hundred, maybe 300 items, a lot of variety and a lot of great things.
What about tickets?
Tickets are available. You can buy individual tickets for $150. You can buy a table for $2,500, And we've sold 140 of the 150 available tables, and so there are not that many tickets left. So I would urge you, if you're interested, just go ahead and if you can't go but you still want to support the Game and Fish Foundation, that's a nice way to do it.
You know, we have newcomers to the state, and they don't realize the importance of outdoor hunting and fishing in our state economically. Pretty crazy.
It really is, and it's a state agency, and so their budget is limited. And so our foundation's sole role is to raise money for them. And last year we were able to raise $4.6 million that's the money that we raised for the Game and Fish Commission.
Wow.
And it really goes a long way. We have an emphasis on youth shooting sports, youth fishing, and we also have an emphasis on game wardens. Our game wardens, the budget for them is just not enough. And what a game warden might need in northeast Arkansas could be vastly different than what a game warden might need in southwest Arkansas. So we have a Get It for Game Wardens program that's very well funded, where they can come to us with requests, and usually we're able to meet those requests.
Did you, the number you said, was that 4.3 million?
4.6 million.
4.6. How much of that is raised in conjunction with the banquet or with the banquet and the auction?
The banquet is our biggest fundraisers. All our events, cumulatively, we bring in about 1.2 million, and this one is by far the largest. So it's probably 500, 600,000 that we'll raise on August 23rd. So y'all come out and help us do it, and I promise you'll have a good time there.
All right, Brian, off the top of your head, you know who all's going in? I know Steve Harrison's going in.
Steve Harrison is going in. Tom Kennan is going in, whitewater specialist. And right off the top of my head, there is a
Cheryl Johnson.
Cheryl Johnson. And tell us a little bit about her.
Well, she was the driving force behind the Union County Water Conservation Board's efforts to replenish the Sparta Aquifer. And that's really important right now in South Arkansas with all the lithium expansion that's going in, and even if it weren't, that aquifer is so important, and she recognized that as a problem light years ahead of anybody else, and so we just thought it was very, very appropriate to put her in the Hall of Fame for it.
We've had Deke Whitbeck on here a good number of times, and he's talked about the foundation quite a bit. It's still probably not all that well understood, especially from the perspective of a board member, and in your case, the chairman. What all is involved from sitting in that seat?
Yes, we have 50 board members, and we make sure that they represent all different parts of our state. It's a 3-year term, and there's a financial obligation with that, but the main reason we wanted to have people from all around the state is so they could tell their friends about it. They could get their family involved. They could use their circle of influence to help us raise funds for the Game and Fish Commission.
What has been the biggest reward from being on that board, especially being chairman? What has come that way?
Well, that's a good question, and we've come a long way. I think I've been on that board about 15 years, and I remember.
My goodness!
Yes, and 15 years ago we were worried about making payroll. We had one employee that worked for the foundation, and now we have 5. And so it's been fun to see the growth, but along with that growth, what we've been able to fund along the way, and we can make payroll now. But we can also go out and make a difference for the youth of our state, for our game wardens, and just for the agency. It's been really, really neat.
Steve Smith, he and I were very close friends, and he passed away, and he was the founding president of that.
He was
for a long time.
He was in 1981. So this is our 44th year, and I knew Steve well. He had just such a great spirit about him. I don't think anybody ever met him without feeling like they were a better person just from the time that they spent with him.
And then you had Chuck Dicus for a while.
Yes.
And it seemed to me like there was somebody that was after him for a short time.
I don't remember anybody after Chuck.
Yeah.
But we've had Deke now. I don't know. I think Deke has been with us about 10 years, and he's really helped take us to the next level. He's got a lot of energy, and it's not easy to ask people for money all day. I don't think I'd be very good at it at all. But Deke can ask you for money and make you feel good about it.
Speaking of asking for money, we're going to go do that right now on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
July is Shark Month at Gwatney Buick GMC. So if your ride is underwater, we're ready to take a bite out of your current payment. Sink your teeth into Sierra 1500 with up to $12,000 off MSRP.
You're going to need a bigger truck.
Shark, $10,000 off MSRP on Sierra 2500 HD. It's a feeding frenzy with Encore GX at just 0.9% and Terrain at $279 a month. Take the bait on Buick and Vista starting under $26,000.
So if you're on the hook for a big payment, let us take a bite out of it.
The most jawsome sale of the year. Don't be a hammerhead. Get to Shark Month at Gwatney Buick GMC. Taking a bite out of your current payment. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Gwatney Buick GMC.com. GMC. We are professional grade. Some vehicles require qualifying trade-in. All offers with approved credit. Stock numbers 31316, 31021, 31411. Terrain or low mileage leases.
Hi, this is Joe Klein, former Razorback and owner of Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
And I'm Anthony Lucas, also a proud former Razorback and Corky's Barbecue regular customer.
We may represent different sports in different decades, but all generations of hogs agree.
Corky's is the only place to get the most delicious ribs and barbecue at a winning price.
So stop into Corky's now and every day for never-ending specials.
Corky's,
where the hogs come home, baby.
Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. We see people seizing opportunities, building communities, and achieving their dreams right in their hometowns. That's why we provide services, resources, and tools that help you accomplish what you want, where you want. Whether you're starting out, starting over, or starting something new, we have account options designed to work for you and your goals. At Southern Bank, we know where you're coming from because we're from here too. To start your relationship with Southern Bank, visit one of our local branches or online at bankwithsouthern.com. Member FDIC.
Arkansas is known for its beauty. Rolling hills, scenic fields and valleys, and beautiful rivers run through our state. We want to keep Arkansas beautiful, but we need your help. Do your part by not littering and by keeping your community clean. Register for a local cleanup or become a litter grabber to fight litter at your own pace. Your community needs you. Join us in keeping Arkansas beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We're visiting with Dr. Hayden Franks, dermatologist, chairman of the Arkansas Game and Fish Foundation, all-around hunter and angler. And you know, another thing is you're from down southeast or south Arkansas around Waldo. That's
Right.
where my folks are all from too.
Not many people from Waldo.
Not many, and so I've always wondered, did you know any Hendrickses or Lobers down that way?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, those are all that's my tribe.
Just another thing that bonds us,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You got a hunt you want to talk about, one of the auction items?
Yeah, one of our auction items this year that I'm very happy and excited about is a New Zealand red stag hunt. And my wife and I went to New Zealand. One of her lifelong dreams was to always visit Australia, and so I found a way to get a hunt out of her lifelong dream. So we did go to Australia and spent about 4 days in Sydney, which is a beautiful city right on the water with a wonderful opera house and zoo, and it was awesome. And then we flew over to the South Island of New Zealand and went on a red stag hunt, and were there for about a week, and befriended the owner of the outfitting group that put it all together, and he has donated a hunt for our Arkansas Outdoor Hall of Fame banquet and silent auction this year, and it's for a 400 to 450 inch red stag, which is just a majestic animal. It can be used in 2026 or 2027, and this is just a first-class hunt. Great accommodations, very safe and personable professional hunters, wonderful meals, and the countryside there, gentlemen, is just unbelievable. It looks like Tuscany, Italy, in the valleys, with the Swiss Alps just rising just straight up from the valleys. And it's a real hunt. It's not a shoot. The stag that I shot, I saw him at about 8:30 in the morning and stalked him for 3 hours before I actually pulled the trigger. So it's a lot of work. He was about just over a mile away when I first noticed him. But he's an awesome animal, and the animals over there were very healthy, and it's a beautiful country.
And this hunt's going to be part of the live auction, correct?
This hunt is going to be part of the silent auction, Ray. We did
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
we did away with the live auction a few years ago. It just seemed like it kind of drug on, and we were not able to keep people's interest. And with the online ability on the silent auction now, and the auction's already on, we found that we could raise more money and keep people engaged the whole time, and so it'll be part of the silent auction.
So, is there a starting bid on that hunt?
That the starting bid is $2,500, and I think it's already been met. But I anticipate that bid will go up 10, maybe 20 times that.
I guarantee it will.
It's going to raise a lot of money. So I really appreciate Duncan for giving that hunt, and just cannot recommend this place any more highly than I do. I've been fortunate to go to some nice places over the years hunting, and I'd put this at the very top.
When you were out there, were they in the rut making their calls and all that?
Yes, most of us are familiar with the elk bugle.
Yeah.
For the red stag, it's called the roar, and the roar is usually in the first part of the fall, and since they're in the southern hemisphere, that's going to be late March to early April. And when I signed up for this hunt 3 years ago, I said I want to come during the roar because it's just something to hear. Being from Waldo, Arkansas, it sounds somewhat like a Brahma bull, but it's even bigger than a Brahma bull.
Sounds like somebody's just slammed 3 Miller Lights.
Yeah. Oh. But it was very majestic when you first hear that. And I've never heard an elk bugle in the wild, but it makes me want to go elk hunting now that I heard it.
All right. You've been in practice for a number of years now. I asked you earlier, some doctors say, well, I'm not taking any more patients. You've got a great operation out in West Little Rock.
Yes, we are taking patients, and I have 2 PAs that work for me that see general and surgical dermatology patients. And then we have a medical spa where we have a nurse injector and an esthetician. So we do cosmetic, medical, and surgical dermatology. But we would love to have new patients. We're very busy, but we always need new patients. So yes, sir.
How do they find you?
They can just go to our website, franksdermatology.com. You can also go to skin@franksdermatology.com to find us that way.
Well, you love hunting and fishing. We live in a great state. We love and appreciate everything that you do for hunters and anglers, for hunting and fishing, for conservation, just all around, but also a great friend. I've known you for a good number of years, and it's just a pleasure to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. I grew up watching Ray Tucker and listening to Ray Tucker on the radio, and so to have him as a patient and a friend now is a lot of fun. And then Brian and I have known each other a long time. My daughter feels very close to Brian and was able to help edit his book he wrote several years ago.
Sure did.
And my son has been featured when he was just a little tot as Arkansas Sportsman of the Week. I think he was 5 years old and caught a brown trout up at the Little Red, we were catching small rainbow that day, and somehow he brought in a huge brown trout. But great to have you guys as friends, and thank you for having me on. Come out and join us at the banquet.
All right, appreciate you, Hayden, Dr. Hayden Franks. Special thanks to John Latch, Superintendent of War Memorial Stadium, and a couple of guys, Mark Pike and John Light, that he brought with him. You folks stay cool. Enjoy the Arkansas outdoors best you can this time of year. And we'll catch you again next Monday night, 7 o'clock, right here on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors.